explain.
I know you can. You're a very, very gifted storyteller.
Bedside.
Dude, would you just tell her? Just tell her the truth. Like, just tell her the truth. Just cut his dick off. That's what I would have done. Shit, if
You
I was
liked
Norman.
it.
Tu sei una carta Jenny.
Se volete ricerà così.
Io pensavo che mio figlio se ne fotteva. Federico prima. Tu sei più buono col gioco mio. Are you ready?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It is a new day. Yes, a new season of Lost. Season 3, episodes 1. I don't know how many episodes I'm going to be doing today, but I'm definitely going to try to do a lot. Either way, let's see how it goes. I'm actually having a tough time as well with my speech, because my jaw is not locked or anything. This week I had an issue. I couldn't even stream as well. So this week I had an issue with my jaw. By the time you guys are seeing this, it's probably 2023 by the time you guys see this video. So either way, today is October 29th. Yeah, October 20, what is it? Yeah, October 29th 2022 that I'm recording this video, and there's still a little bit of pain there. Like I can't like open my mouth like fully. Like I can't say like really wide. Like it's tough to do because it's very painful. But I can talk normally. But it's still, if I talk for too long, my jaw on this side starts to hurt. It's not I actually thought that it was a toothache. I don't know, it kind of felt like I got punched. Like that's how it felt. Like it kind of started out like it felt like a toothache, and then it was just my jaw just locked up, and I couldn't if I talked, it was extremely painful. And you know, beyond painkillers and you know, just kind of gritting my teeth and whatever, because I couldn't go. I could have went to the emergency room, but it wasn't that bad because I could just keep my mouth shut, not say anything, and just endure the pain. But other than that, as I said, if I speak for too long, it starts to hurt. So I know it has something to do. So I went to see the dentist, and you know, the situation is it's not anything serious, thank God. So either way, let's jump into Lost. That's neither here nor there. I know you guys you know I know you guys don't it doesn't really matter that much to you guys. You guys don't know me personally, so it doesn't really matter. Let's get to these reaction. But I usually give updates, because when times when I miss time, you know, or if I had to not do any reactions this weekend, I would have, you know, felt somewhat obligated to tell you guys why there's no reactions this weekend. And some people will say, oh, you just trying to do whatever, you know. People, you know, it is what it is. Either way, we're gonna jump into this reaction. I'm talking too much, so if you don't see a lot of, if there's no pauses or anything like that, you'll understand why. Because even I've been talking now for 3 minutes in this intro, and I'm already starting to feel a little pain, because I'm trying not to be on any painkillers. So yeah. Let's jump into the reaction, and I will see you guys for the review. Guys, if you are watching this, whether it's 2023 or whatever you're watching this intro, please consider going over to the Patreon and join up, man, because by the time you guys are seeing this video on YouTube, we're probably way into season 4 or season 5, maybe. I don't know. We'll see when we get there, because right now on the YouTube channel, essentially you guys are just at like episode 12, I believe. I think, yeah, episode 12. I think it's episode 12 at this point on the YouTube channel, on, you know, for season 1, and we're starting season 3 right now on Patreon. So season 3 episode 1. Let's go. How can you burn the muffins, man?
I burnt my hand and my muffins.
It's not even literature. It's popcorn.
And why isn't it literature, Adam? I'm dying to
There's
know.
no metaphor. It's by the numbers, religious hokum pokum.
No
It's science
metaphor?
fiction. Now I know why Ben isn't here.
Excuse me?
Well, Adam, I am the host, and I do pick the book. And this is my favorite book. So I am absolutely thrilled that you can't stand it. Here I am thinking that free will still actually exists on... Doorway, get into the doorway.
That's what's his name? The doctor, Ethan. Wait a minute. Is this the community? This is the island. This is how they living?
See where the tail landed?
Yeah, probably in the water.
You run, you can make that shore in an hour. Ethan, get up there to that fuselage. There may actually be survivors. And you're one of them. A passenger, you're in shock. All. I want lists in 3 days. Go.
They got houses. We got a whole community out here on the island. What, bruh? What is going on? Jack, who are you stalking? Who are you stalking, Jack? Really? Your ex? She left him, bro, for some other dude. I guess he pays more attention to her. Hey! Can you hear me? I don't know, man.
Where am I?
You don't really think I'm going to answer that, do you?
Where are Sawyer and Jack?
I'll tell you what. Why don't you just take a nice hot shower? Wake yourself up.
You probably like him big. Who knows? Man's like, I like the BBWs, bruh. I got a feeling this is just one big experiment that's going on this island. And they didn't expect this plane to crash. I think at least that's what I think. Who is that?
Oh, you ain't gonna talk to me? What, you got more important things to do?
Bruh. Essentially have a feeding system? What, for showering, for everything?
I wouldn't do that. Want your advice? I'll ask for it.
Well, there you go.
Told you.
Hi, Jack. I'm Juliet.
I wonder if he's met her before. It's so weird how everybody's connected. I wonder how these people are gonna connect or not.
You look pretty.
Where's your lawyer?
I fired him. I'm sorry for pushing us to this place. I know that I...
Yeah.
No, not yet. He just got here. I'll call you when I
Dude, don't try to get this woman back. This woman was. She
Jack,
was
I'm gonna
cool,
say this
but.
as simply as I can.
What's his name? Tell me what his name is. I want to know who he is. Look, you can have everything. The cars, the house, I don't care. I just want to know.
You know the fact that
The
she.
name
And this is.
of the man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is so crazy to me. That even though she's the one that cheated on him first, let's be honest, all he did, I still consider it cheating, by the way. All he did was kiss another woman. He kissed her back. And he didn't even want to do it. And he confessed it immediately to her. That's all he did. She was cheating way before. You know what I'm saying? She was cheating. She was getting her back blew out by another dude and was distancing herself from Jack from the get-go. And now she still can get half of his shit. Like, it's the United States is, that's, y'all wonder why niggas don't want to get married no more. That's crazy, dude. It's like, you can go everything. Yeah, she can walk off because she had.
Jack? Can you hear me in there?
You want me to come down? Come in here and get me down.
If you want to talk, I'm happy.
Tell me where my friends are! You think I'm stupid?
I don't think you're stupid, Jack. I think you're stubborn.
This is gonna get crazy, bruh. Also, excuse the elaborate hair in my hair. Priorities, huh?
Where are my clothes?
You can tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? You could tell the difference about people by the way how they respond in crisis. You can tell the difference. Because it's like this, right? When you're in crisis, who do you think about first? Who do you think about first? Like, Jack is the type of person, he's in crisis. What do they let him do? Because of his personality, I expected this from him, you know, because of his occupation as well. Before all this happened to him, it makes sense, right? So it's a good writing choice to make him do that because it fits his personality. He wakes up, he's asking about his friends. Kate wakes up, it's all about her. She's always been just this very extremely selfish, does things for selfish reasons. I'm not saying there's nobody she cares about. She obviously cared about her mom and stuff like that, and obviously good people has gotten hurt because of her actions. So I'm not saying she doesn't care about anybody. I'm just saying she's always made very selfish decisions. Like, she get up, dude tells you to take a shower, you take a shower, you don't ask, like, where's Jack, where's Sawyer? You know who got captured with you. It's not like you were taken anonymously. You were taken just like all of them. And you don't ask. Sawyer, the same thing. You know what I mean? But Sawyer is a more, I don't know. Sawyer's personality is more of an anomaly to me than anything else. Because sometimes you think you have him figured out and then he just does some stuff and be like, why are you saying that? Like him saying that Jack is the closest thing to a friend he has on this island. Like, I never expected that out of him, but it still kind of makes sense to his character. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. She still hasn't asked for any of them, bro. She took a shower. You said she wasn't your type. What?
Come on, Kate. He's waiting.
I don't understand why. Like, if you, what are they trying to protect? You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy because it's like, who are you trying to protect?
What did you do with Sawyer and Jack?
Now, why Sawyer?
Why Sawyer what?
He's the first one you asked about.
You don't know me.
Of course I don't. I brought you here so you'd look out at the water and feel comforted. Comforted that your friends were looking out at the same ocean. I gave you the dress so you'd feel like a lady. I did all those things so that you'd have something nice to hold on to. The next 2 weeks are going to be very unpleasant.
Yeah. How so? Are you gonna torture them? Why?
What's this? Why are you dialing all the numbers on Sarah's cell phone?
Because one of them is him.
You gotta stop this, Jack. It's over.
Not until I know his name. Why is Sarah calling you, Dad?
I think it's time that you let this go.
Why is she calling?
Because she was afraid.
Dad.
For you.
You were slipping. You were losing your grip.
My grip
is not the problem.
Which is exactly what's happening here. Jack, come. I think I know a little something about being obsessive.
No. Being a drunk is not obsessive.
Let it go, Jack.
He does need to let it go, though. Like, going through all of that's not gonna help with anything. Putting yourself through all this pain and anguish is not gonna solve the situation, make it any better. So you might as well let it go.
This is how it will work. You sit there, across from the door, back against the wall. I open the door and leave the tray. Can I trust you to do that, Jack?
What's that for? The button. What's it for?
It's for emergencies.
Who's watching me?
Are you going to sit against the wall so I can open the door? It's just off the frying pan. What do you do, Jack? What's your profession?
I'm a repo man. You know, when people don't pay their bills, I go in for the bank and I collect their possessions. What about you? What's your job besides making sandwiches?
Oh, I didn't make it. I just put the toothpicks in. Where were you flying from?
Sydney.
Why would you go all the way to Australia just
Because
to
he was dead.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure you are. Thanks.
You can trust me, Jack.
What?
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I don't give a damn what you think. That goes against all instincts that any human would have. You're gonna be like, have me sitting in a cell. That's like a murderer kidnapping you and have you sitting there like, trust me, I'm not going to hurt you.
What, you talking to me now, Chachi?
And where they got you? How long a walk was it? Days, 2 days? And what are the people like? From your plane?
Subject escape.
Hey!
Subject escape. Subject escape. Subject escape. Subject
Pick the lock.
Subject escape.
You run that way. Hey, hold on. You run that way.
Subject escape.
Who is this mystery bitch, man? Who is the kid?
Sorry. Sorry I involved you in my breakout attempt.
I think this is all a ruse.
So you're a doctor, huh?
No. I'm a repo woman. You don't have to do anything but sit with your back up against the far wall. Let me open that door, put the plate down, and leave. What do you say?
What do I say? I don't trust you, bitch, but I need to eat. This lady is the epitome of what I hate. I mean, immediately would hate this situation because it's just she's, I hate when people talk to me like that. Like, just and just, why don't you do this? And it irritates me, bro.
Self-administer as pain meds?
Every time that phone rings, he's gonna want to know who he's talking to now. He's gonna think it's him.
Dr. Shepard.
I don't think it's him. It's not him.
Jack?
Give me your cell phone.
What? What?
I want to see it. Now.
Look where you are, Jack. I mean, just look around you, please.
Oh, it's in the AA meeting.
This is not the place for this.
Did he bring him to a meeting or led him to a 12-step meeting?
You know me.
Yes. Your father's told us all about you.
Yeah, what's he told you about me?
My marriage? What'd you tell him about my marriage, Dad?
You know how he manages his marriage? A bottle of scotch every night before dinner. Wow, Dad. I wonder what helped you turn that corner. You think maybe it was a new lady friend?
Jack, please, just let it go.
Yeah, that happened. Jack was losing it, man. He don't like losing people. That's the thing about him. Like, it's so hard for him to... Bruh.
Which way out?
Don't do this, Jack. Don't.
Open the door.
I can't, Jack. I do that, we die. I'm not.
Open the door!
She's telling the truth, Jack. I will kill her.
No, you won't. Jack is not... You're not the killer type, Jack.
Have her open the door and she dies anyway. We all do.
What are they, underwater? They're underwater.
What? The yellow button! The button!
Yeah, right. That's...
Gotcha, Doctor!
They thought it was gonna be real food.
Stick your hands out through the bars, I'll take off your cuffs. Scratched you up pretty bad, didn't they?
I requested that cage. For what?
Swell guy. Mm.
It's an aquarium.
Excuse me?
This thing's for what? Sharks?
Dolphins, too. Well, that was a long time ago. It doesn't matter who we were. We know exactly who you are, Jack Shepard.
You don't know anything about me.
I know that you're a spinal surgeon, based out of St. Sebastian's Hospital in Los Angeles. I know this because I have a copy of his autopsy report.
Invasive much? Jesus.
Is it just about me, or is it about my family too? My friends?
It's pretty much about everything.
About my ex-wife?
Sarah.
Are you really gonna ask this about...
We know all about her.
Shepard, someone posted your bail.
Oh, he got arrested.
How'd you,
Your dad told me you were here.
I called you a cab. So, goodbye.
Wow. Imagine imagine them making her seem like the hero in this situation, right? This woman unraveled this man's life, unraveled him, right? Because he's going down this hole because of her, because of what she did. And can you imagine being in that situation and people telling you, let it go? Like, it's not an easy thing to let go of something like that. It's not easy, right? It's not easy, man. Especially, listen, man. Listen, man. People don't understand certain things, and it's the reason why I say certain things on this channel and I talk about certain things and I go a little bit deeper. Is because I want people out there that are watching my videos. How many hundreds of you guys that are watching the videos? Click on the videos if you're not, you know what I'm saying, fast forwarding through the parts where I'm talking. Even on the last video that I uploaded on YouTube, people had a problem with me talking about depression, right? People had a problem. Oh, you're doing more harm than good. It's like, dude, I'm explaining to you because I've helped plenty of people that have real depression, mild depression, real people that I helped, right? Mentor them out of those situations. Just like how I was mentored out of my situation and things that I've been through and was lingering on and was sitting in and thinking that, you know, these things that happened to me is going to be the end of the world, you know, and blaming everybody, not taking any accountability, right? That's all I was trying to explain. And people was, you know, a few people had some choice words to say. I ended up having to delete a couple of the comments because I was just like, you missed the whole point of what I was saying, but you're here on your high horse because maybe you have been through depression or whatever the situation is, or maybe you're sitting in your depression and you don't want to be judged, right? Whatever the situation is. But at the end of the day, like, I empathize with Jack, because you have to look at the situation from both sides here. Imagine two of the people that you believe to be like the most important people in your life telling you to just let this shit go. And I believe so as well. You get what I'm saying? But there is no practicality behind it. Nobody is really empathizing with him. Everybody is just telling you to just let something go. You know, not giving you, you know, any reasoning behind it. I do believe Jack needs to let it go, but somebody needs to tell him. It's like, dude, I totally understand what you're going through, man, because, you know what I mean, maybe you're, you know, the person who's talking to him can say, hey man, you know, I get it, man. You know, my wife cheated too. But at some point you gotta let it go because she's moved on. Right? He needs somebody to get to him on a level plane and then trying to elevate him out of that point. You can't just be telling him elevate out of that point because he doesn't have any base. You know what I'm saying? His base is all reactions at this point. His base is it's all reaction. Everything he's going to react to, he's going to think that his father is the one that she's sleeping with. Everything is reaction for him right now. Everything. Because he's in that mindset, because he wants to know. He's like, yo, who's this dude? You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that nobody is like empathizing, and they're making it seem like Sarah is the hero in this situation when she was the one cheating on him, and she's gonna take half of his shit on her way out. This is crazy, dude. It's nuts. Who wouldn't that affect? Who wouldn't that affect? Like, let's not affect. Who wouldn't that affect? I'm gonna say, who wouldn't that affect? Right? Who wouldn't that affect? Like, come on, man. Like, we got to be practical about the solution for things. We can't just, he needs somebody to tell him that it's okay, you know what I mean? Because he's not going to think it's okay. And none of what's happening is okay. You know what I'm saying? You got to make him realize that if he moves on from this, it's going to be okay. You can find somebody else. We going to go through this together. And the thing about it is that his dad is not doing any better. For a guy that's going through the 12 steps, you would think that he would empathize a lot more with his son, but he's just telling him, let it go. Because of this road he's going down on. Y'all out of reason the dude is like this. What do you mean? Come on, man.
Is that him?
What difference does it make?
It just does.
It's not gonna change.
Look, I want to
anything.
know. I need to know who he is.
It doesn't matter who he is. It just matters who you're not.
Oh, it's his fault. Yeah. What did I tell you?
Your father, when he called me to help you, he was so drunk I could hardly understand him.
Oh, everything is Jack's fault, right?
Now you have something to fix.
They're definitely making it seem like it, and this is what I'm saying, like, and whatever, let's just move on. I've said enough.
What would you like to find out?
Is she happy?
Yes, Jack, she's very happy. Now, I'd like to bring you some food and water.
You still trying to
but
bring me
this
food
time
and
I
water?
need to know that you'll behave.
I mean, there's no escape. They're on the water. Where the hell is he gonna go?
Good work, Juliet.
Thank you, Ben.
Name is Ben. Okay. Okay, Ben. You look like a serial killer. Season 3, episode 1. Not bad. Great opening to the season. Like the episode. Like that they focused on Jack. Because you guys know that Jack is one of my favorite characters in the show. And the way how they deal with, his character and telling his backstory as well. Because I know a lot of people is going to be like, oh, girl, he was, this and that and whatever. And how much more genuine of a guy can Jack be? Jack is the typical nice guy finish last example, right? Imagine this man was doing everything that he can. Yes, he ended up kissing another woman, but that's the after, you know what I'm saying? After, when that was happening, he went back and he told her immediately. He didn't even hesitate. The night he went home after that shit happened, he told her, and then she was like, I've been seeing somebody else, bro. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like she's blaming him because he has this, I don't know, this obsession with fixing people. And that's not a unique trait to Jack. That is a unique trait to most men. You know what I'm saying? Most men, if they don't have something to fix or to look after, they feel useless. You know what I mean? So that's just a trait for most men, in my opinion. I think that is based on fact as well. It's just that most men that I've come across are like that. And it causes us to not be able to move on from situations that we get like heartbroken about very quickly. And that's why, breakups, you know what I'm saying, are usually harder on the guy than the woman. I mean, that's not just an opinion. Everybody knows this. You know what I'm saying? Men tend to not let go so easily. So it's like for women, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's weird. The dynamic is weird. But I don't want to go too much into that because people are gonna be like, "Oh, well, you don't really know. In my experience, is this." You know, people don't want to go into that, so I don't want to go there because then you're gonna, you know, I might have to pull up some facts for you guys and all this other stuff. Like, this is stuff that you can do your own research on. You know what I mean? Google it and you'll see, like, you know, or if you ask your guy friends, like, we take breakups pretty hard, especially if it's the girl breaking up with us. Like, we take it pretty hard. After a while, you know what I'm saying, over time, I believe that you get a little bit, you get to dealing with it a lot better if it's something that constantly, if it happens too often, like, you deal with it a lot better. You know what I mean? I remember my first breakup. My first breakup was devastating. Like, to me, it was devastating. When I'm talking about heartbroken, you really do feel like your heart is split in a million pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a terrible feeling, man. I don't know how women feel. I don't know if they feel the same way, if it's somebody that they really loved or whatever. I don't know if they feel the same way. The response is usually where the difference is. I would say it's the response to the breakup. It's like, we will, you know, this is weird that I'm talking about stuff like this because I try to be as open as possible, you know, even though this goes on the internet, whatnot. I try to be as open as I possibly can without, you know, jarring people, because I don't want people to think that I'm just this big softy or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But these are just, for me, these are just my experiences, and I just use that to parallel with things that I see in these TV shows, because it's not an easy thing. I don't think heartbreak is easy for anybody, but I think that the way how we deal with it, the response, is very different between men and women, right? Not one for the worst or anything like that. I just think we deal with it different. So when I see Jack in this situation where, you know what I'm saying, his dad's a drunk, his wife left him for some other dude because, oh, he's obsessed with fixing other people or whatever the situation is, right? And she doesn't have him. And as far as I know, Sarah's just, imagine this man saved your life when nobody wanted to take a chance and save your life. He did that as a doctor, saved you, made you walk again. God knows he the one that fixed you so you can go jump on some other dudes, you know? Like, that's crazy, dude. You don't think that's gonna have an effect on a person? You really don't think that's gonna have an effect on him? And then when he's acting out, I'm not an advocate for violence, but I can understand how that can let a man lose control, whatever control he had. I can understand with all of these events going down, I can understand how a person could lose control of their entire being, being hit with all of this at once. Like, I can understand that, right? So instead of them telling him, let it go, somebody can come down to his level where he's at and say, man, I understand where you are right now. I can't even imagine the pain you're going through and the pain you know what I'm saying, that you're feeling, man. I can't even imagine. You know what I mean? But nobody's leveling with him. His dad still looking out for him, his stuff. It's like, yo, she's calling me and blah blah blah. So you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, she's telling me that you're going crazy, you're stalking her, and you know what I'm saying? Not trying to understand his own son and why he's going through this. Just let it go. You know, just let it go. You know what I mean? And that's the worst kind of advice you can give people who are going through things, man. It's like, oh, just let it go, man. It's not that big a deal. Like, no, when I talk to people who are going through certain things in their life, whether they're going to have even mild depression as well, I try to level with them. I really do. I try to go to where they're at, man. Like, you're going through some stuff. Try to give them, you know what I mean? Eventually, that's the goal, is to help them to let go of it, of whatever issues they're facing, whatever they're thinking about all day, every day, that's keeping them in that state, right? You have to get down to that level, especially if you've gone through things that are similar. It's good to bring up those examples as well, because sometimes people feel so alone in their situation and they feel like it's impossible to get out of it. And that's why they seek help. That's why they seek help, right? So let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode now that I've talked about Jack enough. So we found out a lot in this episode, man, about, so we learned that the guy's name is actually Ben. We meet this Juliet, whatever her name is. We learned that they're also living on the island, living quite civilized, to be exact. And it seems like they are a part of the Dharma initiative that was set forth on the island. Now, what is their objective? I don't know. So there's still a lot of questions, as in what's going on. Why were they sent to this island? Why did they come to the island in the first place? And why do they believe they need to stay on it and imprison people that crash on the island? That's another thing. Do they not want the secret to get out? And also, what's the secret? Why, why do we have an underwater base? Well, what was this? Was this a theme park? Why do they have dolphins and sharks, captured? Is this how they feed their people? Is this how they, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many questions that I have after this episode, but it's only one episode, right? Of course, when Ben was sitting down with Kate and he was talking to her about the situation and what they're going to go through, it's like, I want you to feel this, feel comfortable, because the next 2 weeks we gonna get into some stuff. So I also want to know why 2 weeks. So there's a lot of questions that I have after this episode. Of course, it just makes it so more mysterious. We didn't see the other group at all, so they're completely oblivious to what's really going on. Also, they did let Hugo go back, so Hugo is going to go back and tell them what's happening. I don't know what's going to be the result going forward. I don't know what's going to be the result going forward, but this is definitely going to get interesting to see what happens here. So I'm definitely looking for, man, this episode more focused on Jack more than anything else. That's why I spent so much time talking about him, because, you know what I'm saying, if you don't feel any empathy towards Jack, well, that's just you. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Some people are that selfish, they only think about themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. You're human. Feel free. Feel free to feel however you want to feel, you know what I'm saying, towards other people. I'm not here to tell you how to feel towards Jack. I'm just here to tell you how I feel towards him. I feel like he's been dealt a very bad card and nobody is showing any kind of understanding towards him, and he's probably gonna he probably kept on spiraling even after that. I mean, he still doesn't know who took his wife, like he doesn't know his name, but you know what I'm saying, she's trying to be all sassy, and ain't nobody feel sorry for you and your tears. Instead of sticking by your man or even talking to him about the fact that he's too obsessed with his work, you decided to go sleep with somebody else. Like, that's not how you solve that issue in your marriage. Like, come on, you're not gonna get brownie points because you're out here, because the dude is literally stalking you after he left you. He's not trying to hurt you, but he's trying to find out who the other dude is that you're with, because you just won't tell him the name, because you feel, well, I can understand why you don't want to tell him who he is, because you feel like he might, harass him or maybe do something even worse. I get that. but at the very least, you know, he was trying to talk to you, right? When he was sitting with you in the office, right? He was trying to talk to you, and you know, and then when the phone call came in, that's when his demeanor changed, because he's like, man, she's still talking to this dude, bro. Am I in front of me? Like, that's hella disrespectful, man. Like, and that's when his mood changed, because he was, I don't know what he was gonna, he's like, listen, I don't give crap, you can take everything, you know what I mean? You know, and I think in that moment he probably wanted to tell her, I just want you to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff, it don't matter. Take the, you know what I'm saying? You can get the house, you can get cars. I don't give a crap about that stuff. Right? So either way, man, great episode. Looking forward to episode 2, of course. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, man. Let me know what you think of this episode. How did you feel towards Jack? Leave that in the comments section. Let me know how you felt about him. Did you feel sorry for him, or did you feel the same way his ex-wife felt about him and his father? You know, but hey, either way, you guys are cool. I'll catch you guys for the next one, man. Peace.